Good morning from San Francisco. The sun's a bit hard to keep the eyes open. Obviously we're down at Fisherman's Wharf and we have Alcatraz in the background and we're enjoying our first real full day walk.
All the way out, come on. And we're going right.
We've just been on a big bus tour around the place and we've stopped off here at the end, and walking through the gardens we've come across a wedding party, and they're Mexican, and apparently from where they come from the tradition is that the bride wears that red colour, and it's just very different but very beautiful. We're on our way from San Francisco to Monterey, and we've just stopped here at Santa Cruz to have a look at the natural bridge here on the beach, and it's quite a lovely area with lots of birds and lots of people. They breed very big seagulls here, I think. We've just arrived at the San Juan Bautista mission, and we don't have a lot of time, but we're going to get to have a bit of a look around because apparently it's a really good one. Right now I'm walking along the San Andreas Fault. We're right beside the San Juan Bautista mission, and this is actually the fault itself that I'm walking along. This is the valley. So I guess you wouldn't want to be right here when it started to shake. So this is a gate going into the valley, and right along here is the actual fault. So that's pretty cool, I think. I guess when these walls were built in 1756, they didn't realise where they were building. We've stopped to look at the iconic Bixby Bridge. The light's not terribly friendly, but it's still a good view. We're in a park at the moment with a very long name of Julia Pfeiffer Burns State Park, and we've come here on the waterfall trail to have a look at McWay Falls. Part of the trail's closed, but we still get to see them. Stopped at a viewing point for elephant seals, and there are lots of elephant seals, young and old, so we've got a really, really good view. We're up at the other end of the elephant seal lookout, and there's so many of them. They're very smelly and very noisy, but they're fascinating to watch. Apparently they were almost extinct, and now they've made a very successful comeback here. We're now in Mooro Bay, a very pretty little place famous for its big rock out there, and this is the marina area, and from memory we think there could be some otters here, so we'll have a look for those. we're about to head back to our room. We found the otters and watched the sunset near Morro Rock, and that was really beautiful. And we had some yummy fish and chips and salad. We're about 30 miles away from Sequoia National Park now, and you can see the snow-covered mountains in the distance. Here we have some kind of citrus groves, looks like oranges or something. Back further we had a whole lot of orchards with white blossoms, possibly almonds, we think. It's a quite lovely countryside around here.
Oranges.
Ah, the oranges. And just ahead of us you can see 3 different heights of mountains, which is rather cool. We're starting to really climb into the mountains here. And some people drive really fast. This is our first stop on our very, very windy road up into the high parts of the Sequoia forest. And up here behind me is Morro Rock, that's 6,000 something or other feet high. And it's actually possible to climb up there. They've got a whole lot of steps on it. But there's a long, very long windy road up into the mountains, so it's a bit of a slow drive, but it's certainly not boring. We're on the windy road up the mountains, and we've gone past 5,000 feet now. The poles that you see on the right are for measurement of snow. We're very glad there's no snow today, or we wouldn't have been able to come through. Now that we're over 5,000 feet, we've just started coming into the first of the sequoias. And as you can see, they're pretty tall, and there's one here with a nice thick trunk, but they're only the babies in comparison to what we'll see. There's a decent one here. There we go. We're entering the giant forest now. Okay, now we're driving in through some biggies. You can only see the base of them from here. They're very, very thick ones. We've just stopped at a museum to have a look. We're heading over there in a moment. As you can see, we've got some rather big trees behind us, and it's one of those places where it's hard to just take a photo because everything's too big. Bit of snow lying around here, old snow. Okay, I'm now going to walk this line which shows you the height of that tree there.
Looks like we came at a really good time. The weather is fantastic. There's not a lot of people, and there's amazing trees. And these aren't even the biggest ones.
We're now driving through from the museum towards the General Sherman tree. That's the biggest tree on Earth, and just shows a little bit of the snow that's still around, but fortunately not stopping us. So we have the best of both worlds, really. A bit of pretty snow, but no problems with it. We've reached the General Sherman tree now. We're just approaching it. So we just need to get a bit of perspective to see the actual size of it. That's it.
Oh, Jesus, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
This kid likes having this photo. Wow, it's impossible to take a photo. So we're here by the General Grant tree, and this is the second or third largest, depending on how it's measured, and it's used as the nation's Christmas tree. It's been that way now for, I think, since President Roosevelt, and they put some lights and have a celebration here each year.
Yep.
How about this, Nana?
My dad had an accent. My dad had an accent.
We're just leaving Three Rivers, and we saw this amazing scene on the side of the road. So I thought it was definitely worth stopping. It's beautiful countryside.